an exercise. It's Sunday, you know what time it is. Let's get a whiskey note record in us. Sunday session. So yeah, let's get into this. What we're going to talk about today is coping mechanisms. I've had a really quite rough week in terms of my mental health. Not to the point where I've really felt the need to reach out to too many people. Certainly not to the point where I am really worried about myself. But yeah, it's been a rough week, and I'm sure everyone is going through stuff like this. So I'm going to play a record that I think kind of sits for that quite a bit. This is one of my absolute favourites of all time. It's a stone cold classic. If you don't know the record, then you should absolutely be checking it out. You should get yourself a copy of this, whether you download it by CD or buy it on vinyl as well. This is Blue by Joni Mitchell. It is perfect. In fact, I know that when she first recorded this, she sent a copy to her friend Chris Christopherson, and he wrote back to her, "Joni, you got to keep something for yourself." She put so much of herself into this record, and what she's been going through. It is very melancholic, very sad in a lot of ways, but my God, I just think it's brilliant. Anyway, let's go and stick that on and pour a whiskey. Okay, so let's get into this. First of all, the whiskey that we're drinking is not Scottish again. I know I've got a lot of Scotch in there, and we'll be back to Scottish whiskey next week. But in this case, I've got stuff that I don't even like that much. I just kind of want to get rid of, you know what I mean? So today we're drinking Jim Beam Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Apparently this stuff is, more valuable than gold these days, considering they had a huge fire at one of the barrel houses not too long ago. Anyway, we'll pour a wee measure of this. It's not bad. Like, I'm not one of those snobs when it comes to whiskey. I like whiskey from all around the world. I infinitely prefer Scotch, but I mean, Jim Beam it's a bog standard bourbon. It's not anything special. But occasionally you're going to have someone that comes around. That person might want a bourbon. Maybe they want a bourbon and Coke. That goes quite well. If you're going to mix whiskey with Coke, then yeah, you can do it with this stuff. It's already quite sweet to begin with. So yeah, that's what we're drinking today. Something that I'm not that bothered about. Good. See, as I mentioned, I've been having a little bit of problems with my mental health. I've been really down through this week, and it's been tough. I don't want to dwell on the reasons for that, and I don't want to dwell on why I feel bad or how I feel bad or what I hope happens. What I want to talk about is the things that I do when I recognise I'm feeling like this, in order to make myself feel better. Now, my coping mechanisms are broadly similar to what I think most of you guys will use as well. I will have a few drinks. Sometimes alcohol is a depressant, but at the same time, I find it does relax me a little bit. It helps me sleep. And also it's quite a social thing for me as well, which is weird because I'm on my own here. But I am able to video chat with friends. I'm able to connect with people using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those kind of things. And that's been quite useful as well. So yeah, video chats with people, a couple of drinks with friends. Every Sunday, so tonight I've got a pub quiz again with the family. Just little things like that, they always help. I watch a fair bit of content on the old YouTube. One of my favourite things to watch is food YouTube. I don't know if anyone's seen Binging with Babish or Joshua Wiseman, but they're my two absolute favourites when it comes to food YouTube. I watch a lot of space YouTube as well. Like, I'm a big fan of the space ones, finding out about the universe, how big things are, and what's likely to happen. Yeah, I've learned some like proper scary stuff that puts all the problems of the earth into really some kind of context, because everything is insignificant. And while that can be a bit of a depressing thought to have at times, it's also quite a freeing thought that nothing really matters, you know? I spoke to a really close friend on Thursday, and we were discussing things that we like to do in order to make us feel more relaxed and feel better. One of the things that she said that she liked to do was journal. Now, I write. I've tried to write stories for quite a long time. I've written a few. I play music. We'll talk about that in a moment. And of course I try and write jokes quite a lot as well, because I do stand-up. My material over the last few weeks has been incredibly depressing stuff. Like, I don't think I'll ever use any of it. But they're dark. And what she said she liked to do is journal. So she, all last year, kept a journal every day, and she found that really helped her, just getting thoughts out of her head and on a bit of paper. So I've started doing that as well. It was a kind of conversation we had from Friday, which was the first. We would each day take turns in giving each other a prompt and then write a journal entry around that prompt. The one that I did yesterday, I've not done today's yet, but it was a prompt that I chose for yesterday. And I got so much down on this. We're talking like pages and pages and pages of stuff. And the prompt was, what would you say to a 5-year-old you? And about halfway through, I realised that I wasn't writing to a 5-year-old me, I was writing to myself. And I think one of the things that really stuck with me, my own advice, which I really hope I'm able to take, is to remember that there's always hope. You'll always find it easy to make friends, and you will always have a huge support network. You should use it more. Things like that are really good. I'm just received about 20 minutes ago a message with the prompt for today, so I'm going to get into that before the quiz tonight. I'm also going to be trying to record a set for the stand. That is proven to be tougher than I thought it was going to be, to record a comedy bit without an audience. That's not easy. But yeah, I want to get that down today as well. So all these things are, keeping me busy. And then of course there's this. Making the Sunday session, picking a record, picking the whiskey, thinking on what to talk about, and then actually making a video and editing it. Yeah, that is a distraction for me. It feels a little bit like work, and I look forward to doing it every single week. And I'm aware it's got a really low viewers. That's okay, because I'm making it for me. I'm finding that I'm learning about the creation of videos, the presentation of myself, lighting, editing, all that stuff. That's going to become useful for me soon. This is the very beginning, the prologue of what could become content as part of my career. So I'm cool with that. One of the other things I like to do, this is going to be the dumbest thing in the entire one, is I like to play my guitar a lot. But I've found that I've regressed quite a bit. Not in terms of my actual ability to play, I've never been particularly good, but in terms of what I like to play. A few months back I was trying to play country songs and indie songs and really cool songs that would impress people if I knew how to play, and big expansive riffs, metal songs. Not anymore, no. Now I like to play early 2000s pop metal and punk rock. So I'm going to give you a quick supercut of my kind of favourite things to play now. was fun, right? If anyone wants to take a guess at what they were, then please stick a comment below, tweet me, like my page on Facebook. Yeah, get in touch. Folks, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all washing your hands, staying safe, and I hope that you have got the support network that you need as well. Thanks again for watching. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Buy me a coffee, I'll send you a story from Scottish history. All the links are in the description. Thanks, bye.